Hey everybody here, this is Getmegreek and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to the Grand Inquisitor Survival Explained. Shall we get to it?
Welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, MT, and while episode 3 of the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus ended on a super shocking note, the biggest shock of the show still belongs to that of episode's 2 ending that saw the death of the Grand Inquisitor at the hands of the badass savage of a third sister.
And you know what? When I saw that scene a few days ago, I was absolutely shocked. I was like, you know what? I watched the Star Wars Rebels, and the Grand Inquisitor died during that season. And that show was taken after Obi-Wan series, which is 5-10 years in the future. And there's some other videos on YouTube that I saw that Grand Inquisitor as a species, he has 2 stomachs. But I'm not quite sure. That's all I know right now at this moment. So yeah, let's see some more.
Wow! What do you know? Murder that many in the Star Wars community have assumed to be a huge retcon of the Star Wars Rebels continuity that also portrays an apparent
The Jedi was pretty badass. I love him.
end of the Grand Inquisitor's life as well. But what if I told you that there is a possibility that absolutely nothing was retconned and that everything is going exactly according to the dark evil plans of the Sith? Well, let's
You know, when I saw that scene, I just fell in love with it. The marble on the floor, the reflection, Darth Vader, the Mustafar castle out into the distance. It just brought so much feeling back from the prequel, and you know, it got me hyped up after all this years from previous film, Force Awakens, Han Solo. But this right here, I just felt like I was in 2005 again. It was a good scene.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time.
Explore the endless dark side of possibilities together, my nerd babies. But first, consider exploring the light side of the Force with our new Obi-Wan Kenobi inspired shirts at newrockstarsmerch.com.
Go ahead, buy his
They're
t-shirt.
amazing, and I love the design, and they're not going to last forever.
I would
so
get that
please
one.
head on
I
over
like
to
it.
newrockstarsmerch.com to pick one up today, so you can say hello there in style. Now, I think the best way to start off this video is to recap all the times that we've sort of seen the Grand Inquisitor's supposed
I have like one of those secret guilds. Every time I see my friends, I say, hello there. They're just like, huh? I'm like, you're supposed to say, General Kenobi. Yeah, bad guild.
I feel something.
You feel it?
Yes, I feel it.
That's the Force.
Really?
Wow, it must be really strong
Oh,
with
I've
you.
never felt any. Ow!
final fate in Star Wars canon, because so far I think we've seen 3 instances. And I think we should probably take these in chronological order in the Star Wars timeline just to make things easier. Now, the first and obviously most fresh instance that the Grand Inquisitor supposedly meets his death on the Star Wars timeline is of course when Reva guts him into the gutter at the end of episode 2.
So many questions during that scene.
Who's in the gutter now?
However, somehow this Grand Inquisitor would survive a fatal blow from this highly trained assassin.
There's no way that he just died. Okay, this is a Disney franchise now, and
this time by
the Star Wars Rebel
allowing
is
himself to
considered
fall to his
canon.
death rather than deal with the
Like you
wrath
said.
of Darth Vader for his repeated failures to thwart this Kanan Jarrus fellow.
There are some things far more frightening than death.
Darth Vader. I was really shocked when I saw the scene. I honestly thought he would last further and further into the
For a lot of
seasons.
people, this is where they believe the story of the Grand Inquisitor ends in Star Wars canon. But that's not actually the case, because you see, this nameless Grand Inquisitor fellow was extremely special to Darth Vader's heart. Well, not really. He didn't give a about that man. He actually didn't really like him. So special, in fact, that Vader straight up refused to let Catch-You-On Caillou die after falling into that fiery abyss in Star Wars Rebels in the first place. Oh no, man.
Yeah, and you know, if you go back a few seconds to the video, the Grand Inquisitor in Star Wars Rebel, his face is slim, his tattoos differ, but the live action, he's bigger and puffier. I don't know if it's the inaccuracy from the makeup artist team from Disney, or they just don't want to make the real live action compared to animation to make it more realistic. I just don't know. We'll find out soon, hopefully.
What have I done?
babies, for you see, the last known person the Grand Inquisitor has been known to actually fight in Star Wars canon is the adult Luke Skywalker himself years after this. For you see, in the pages of 2020 Star Wars number 6, we learned that after Darth Vader dropped his son's lightsaber and the annoying hand attached to it down a big old Bespin hole in Empire Strikes Back, an old Jedi outpost from the days of the High Republic, where he was greeted by the fiery ghost of one Grand Inquisitor, with his soul seemingly being tied to this Jedi temple by Darth Vader himself, basically as a security system to destroy anyone foolish enough to fall for this Jedi treasure trove of a booby trap. But of course, Luke Skywalker would best this Grand Inquisitor quite easily, in fact, with Vader after telling his failure of a dead.
Yeah, one of the reasons why Luke defeated the Grand Inquisitor so easily, because Inquisitor during the Clone War was simply a temple guard guarding the Grand Jedi Temple, and Anakin Skywalker was the war general, and he has so much combat experience, conquering planets and standing by brother by arm clone troopers. But the Inquisitor, he was just a guy sitting there at the door, just sitting there all day.
Twice the pride, double the fall.
Ghost servant that he would never allow the Grand Inquisitor to go to the afterlife as long as he could help it, calling the Grand Inquisitor nothing but a tool shaped to serve his purpose.
Ooh,
even when the Grand Inquisitor
that's a little bit
was
harsh
begging for death, he
from
just
your
wanted
boss.
to die.
There are some things far more frightening than death.
Why does this all matter? Well, Obi-Wan isn't the only one with homework in this series.
In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you. Qui-Gon. How to commune with him, I will teach you.
Anakin Skywalker ended Revenge of the Sith with his own Force homework from his own old-ass Force user as well. Whereas Obi-Wan has spent the last decade trying to get his Qui-Gon senpai to notice him.
Yeah, I really don't understand about that Qui-Gon hasn't successfully made contact with Obi-Wan over the last 10 years. But meanwhile, Luke in The Empire Strikes Back, Obi-Wan appeared to him in Dagobah, and a little bit out in the distance on planet Hoth, and Luke didn't really do any meditation. Obi-Wan just got to him like it was nothing. But Qui-Gon, I believe he was a Force ghost, because we did see a special episode of one of Clone Wars where he made contact. So yeah, we'll see more. So many questions out there in the universe.
Patience. Use the Force. Think. Qui-Gon, Master. If ever I needed guidance, Master, it's now. Master Qui-Gon. Master, are you there, Master? Help me, Master Qui-Gon. Notice me, Senpai! Please!
Darth Vader has likely been spending the last 10 years learning the secrets to conquering death, as teased to him at the end of Darth Sidious's retelling of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. With Darth Plagueis, of course, being Sidious's former master that he murdered in his sleep after learning those juicy dark secrets to cheating
I really
death
hope that
now
shows up in
only
Star Wars
he knows.
Acolyte.
Secrets
I
that
really
Palpatine
hope so.
promised to pass down to Anakin Skywalker if he were to ever decide to, casually betray everyone that he ever loved and start a new fascist regime built on fear one day. And spoiler alert, that's
That was one of
exactly
the
what
best
Anakin decided to
scenes
do.
of
Did
all
that
Star
to
Wars.
save Padme, ended up choking her. What an idiot. Don't put that in. However, up until recently,
I like how Darth Maul got chopped in half. He survives. Anakin got his hand chopped off. He survived. Padme, she died of sadness. It's a little bit funny when you think it like that. Star Wars has a little humor in death. Typical George Lucas.
So uncivilized.
it wouldn't be hard to assume that Anakin Skywalker fell for the worst and most deadly snake oil sale of all time from Darth Plagueis. But with Palpatine actually cheating death himself in Rise
Just
of
like Red Dead
Skywalker,
Redemption
there's
2,
actually
snake
now
oil.
concrete
For
proof
sale
that
right here.
Palpatine really did unlock the secret to cheating death. And he did this for himself, specifically through the transfer of his consciousness and soul through the dark side of the Force into a cloned body of his own making on the dark.
Okay, I know I'm new to this channel and you guys haven't seen me before, but I'm just going to express my short opinion about the sequel. First of all, I do not like it. Second of all, Palpatine's character and his personality does not match the prequel. Why? Because, first of all, Palpatine has been so patient throughout the Clone War and prior to it, under disguise, shrouded in the dark side, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Order 66. But the sequel, he sends out a transmission, let the whole galaxy know that he has thousands of ships ready to destroy planet by planet. Why would Palpatine reveal his secret location? Again, That's why I said it doesn't fit his personality. That's another video for another day. Yeah.
Ironic.
Dark Sith planet of Exegol. Like, this was Palpatine's contingency plan that was meant to kick in the moment he ever died, and is likely the
I like
secret
that
to
special
cheating death
effect.
that he has been teaching his
I wonder where it
apprentice,
was in
Darth
real
Vader,
life.
to do, much like he promised him at the opera many moons ago. However, if one is going to experiment on how to cheat death, you kinda need a life to experiment on, because you can't really experiment with your own life, because, well, if you fail, then that's the end of learning how to cheat death, because you're dead. So, this all being said, and especially knowing now how much Darth Vader has learned about using the dark side of the Force to preserve one's life force by the time period of The Empire Strikes Back, it makes so much sense to me that what we're experiencing in this Obi-Wan series are Darth Vader with life force manipulations via the never-ending servitude of one Grand Inquisitor. Probably due to the more durable bodies and longer lives that the Grand Inquisitor's Powan species live. Like, Powans can live up to 700 years after all, and since we learned
Yeah, you see that for a second? If I go back, just imagine a live action Pawan species in Obi-Wan. Okay, just absorb it for a second. Now, if I play the video and stop here, look at this. This is like a whole new level of makeup artists compared to almost 20 years ago, per se. This is more impressive, but Disney has so much more money than George Lucas, and that's the best that they come up with. Is it friendly material? Is it Disney friendly material? I don't know, but just saying.
You were the chosen one!
Can live up to 700 years after all, and since we learn in The Mandalorian that the Emperor was kind of struggling to create a perfect vessel for himself through the cloning of human beings, specifically his own DNA, it wouldn't be impossible to reason that the bodies of the more longer-lived Powan race might be more friendlier to the cloning process. Because let's be honest here, using this logic, the Grand Inquisitor's death in episode 2 of the series is probably not even the first time that he died. Like, I bet Vader and the Emperor have been repeatedly transferring the consciousness of this Grand Inquisitor into new cloned bodies because he was just too damn good at his job, but also, most importantly, not powerful enough to take Vader's spot on the Emperor's side as his right-hand man. Because if you read the Star Wars comics, Vader kind of never really wanted the Inquisitors in the first place. They were kind of thrust upon him by the Emperor to catch all these
and that's called babysitting.
So I really don't think Vader really wants anybody but the Grand Inquisitor to
keep your enemy to enemy real close.
Because let's be real, dark side users are always out for themselves, and I am confident that we will see this character's return in a cloned body by the end of this series, because like I said before, this dude got stabbed close distance by a member of the Inquisitorius. Like, back-to-tanks are good, but I don't think any back-to-tank is that good. It's all about the clone.
But again, remember, he has two stomach for his species, so it might be possible.
Star Wars canon past the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section below, my beautiful nerd babies. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at Mastertainment on Twitter if you want to see me tweet some weird shit and really fun theories. But more importantly, you can follow the New Rockstars wherever we are on the internet, especially YouTube. And when you do on YouTube, make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get notifications every time we upload a video. And of course, hit up newrockstarsmerch.com for our new Obi-Wan Kenobi inspired shirt and all of our other amazing merch options over there. And it's a great way to support the channel because it helps us out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Alright, well, I like that video. He got straight to the point, and I just love how he explained from the past, the present, and the future. I can't say nothing more than that. Well, thank you guys for watching, and this is Getmegreek. Bye-bye.